Mindset. It is everything. We've talked about mindset quite a few times before, and it's just huge because whatever we're thinking, of course, is going to impact what we do and the actions we take, and of course, the results that we get. So, mindset really is everything. And we've talked about mindset a number of times: money mindset, entrepreneurial mindset. We've talked about growth mindset, fixed mindset, lots of different aspects of mindset. And today I'd like to talk to you about community mindset, because that too has an enormous impact on us as entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and our business. To have a community mindset means that you actively seek like-minded people who are going to support you and help you and stretch you. I like to think of belonging to a stretch community, but having a great community and having that community mindset is vital. It will make all the difference to your business. I think the biggest challenge to many business owners is loneliness. You know, we get caught up in the weeds and the trenches of keeping our business churning over, that we don't often come up for air, and we certainly don't come up for support and camaraderie and somebody who really knows and they're cheering us on. So having that community aspect to your business is an enormous asset, and it really will help you to achieve. Not having that is a real impediment when it comes to success. I'm trying to think of the saying, isolation is the killer of dreams. And it's very true. I'm not sure who said it. It's not my quote, so feel free to Google it. I don't know, but it's so true. The more we become isolated, the smaller our world becomes. We don't know what we don't know, so our business becomes smaller, our success becomes smaller. So you can do a sprint, but if you want to do a long marathon and really grow, you need community. I'm lucky. 5 years ago, I bought PLF, Product Launch Formula, which is actually open at the moment. I'm going to add a link for you. And that was such a game changer for me. I found my community, and I knew pretty early on that I had. That's a story I'll share with you one day, but I ended up in Florida because of this community, and it changed everything. It changed the corporate arm to my business as well as the business training arm. So it's a phenomenal program, but more importantly, it's a phenomenal community. And like I said, I refer to them as my stretch community. And I travel to the US 3 times a year for this community. I've been tight in there for 5 years, and I'm now part of Jeff Walker's mastermind. But inside of that community, I have my inner circle, which is just invaluable, priceless, whatever you want to call it. And it's so important. It's great for my mental health as well as my business health and my reach for success. I hear things that I'd never thought of before, or, you know, they help me to pivot my approach to things. They give me a much better perspective on, you know, when I'm struggling with something. And of course, we can't do that if we're alone and if we're isolated. So, you know, it's when we are really isolated, those fears take hold. You know, they're doing so much better. They've got so many followers. They're selling much more, and nobody's going to buy from me. Whereas when you're in a community that shares, like the PLF community does, you can see people fall down, get back up, fall down, get back up, and they get better and better, and they're suddenly really successful, and they're cheering you on, and they're sharing things to help you along the way. So if you don't have a community, I really do urge you to find one, whether it's the PLF community or not. If you have thought about launching online, a book, a program, a membership, anything like that, and you haven't joined PLF, then please take a look. I'm going to put a link in. And yes, I'm an affiliate. It's the only program that I actively promote. I'm incredibly proud to be part of this community, and I'm very excited at the idea of bringing other business owners in, because my goal is to help business owners survive. And I know that this will definitely help you. Jeff is incredibly generous, so there's all sorts of bonuses, and I'm adding bonuses. But the biggest bonus and asset of all is the PLF community. So I do hope you think about it, because it's going to help you get a bigger picture and a bigger success. And what is that saying? I love sayings, as you might know. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So take a look at the link below. And I really would love to see you inside the PLF community. Have a great day. Bye-bye.